Hey, Diane Sykes here, and I totally had to share this out. I could not keep this amazing little wonderful life lesson inside. I was spending some time this morning doing this with my daughter, Spirograph. And man, it brought up so many memories from when I was a kid. I was like completely obsessed with this. I don't know if you have any familiarity with it at all, but it used to be like the coolest thing. And so you can make all these different shapes, and it's really actually the simplest little toy, right? Like it's just simply lining up these plastic pieces one inside the other and then following with a pen inside the little holes and lining the teeth up, and it makes all these different creations. And it's like limitless possibilities, but I felt myself getting super frustrated because I didn't remember how to do it. And it was such a great lesson because my daughter was like picking up on that energy. And the next thing we know, we were both kind of frustrated and like, and I went to this place of like, oh, I can't do it, or I'm not doing it right. And it's like a really fixed mindset. And it took me by surprise because I really spent a lot of time working through and being in a growth mindset. And as a leader, it's always looking at possibilities but feeling into the physical sensations of frustration. I mean, we have those feelings like countless times a day, but here's the other cool piece of this, the other side of the coin, right? Like what's the flip side of frustration? It's curiosity, it's possibility, it's wonderment, right? And so looking at the body and the embodiment, like deep down in our physical selves, what does frustration feel like versus like what does curiosity feel like? And part of being human is experiencing both, but being able to move from frustration to curiosity is a radical shift, not just in your mindset, but also a radical shift in your physiology. So there are essentially 1,000+ healing chemicals that you get to secrete when you step into emotions, the emotional experience of being in wonderment, being in curiosity, and looking at things through the lens of what is possible versus, oh my God, I can't do it, or I'm not doing it right. So here are a couple of steps I just wanted to share out based on my little spirograph incident, right? And the very nature of a spirograph is limitless possibility. Every single creation is unique, is different. You put that pen on paper and you create something that has never been created before. So it's like fully inventive, which is unbelievable. Okay, so a couple of steps. You feel frustrated. Let's say you like step on the scale this morning and it's like, really? But I thought I was doing so great, and here it is again. And you get into this place of like, I just can't do it. I just can't lose weight. Forget it. How does that feel in your body? That's step one. Just notice, like, how does that feel? That actual feeling of like, I can't do it. I'm doing it wrong. Does that feel shitty or does that feel awesome? Like, likely it doesn't feel good, right? And then notice like one of those body sensations. Is your heart rate going up a little bit? You literally feel your blood vessels constrict because your blood pressure is going up. You feel your muscles get tense. Like, what is that body sensation? And once you kind of tap in and feel that, then you're just simply going to pause, right? In the pause, when we pause and we notice, it gives our biology a little bit of space. And when we get that space, we can then release. So I invite you to, in that state of frustration, pause, notice what's going on in your body. And the next thing you're going to do is simply let out a sigh. Now, again, what is the physiology behind a sigh? It is a physical release. So you're now able to literally pull your blood pressure back down. Okay? Imagine the power in that chronically over time. So many of us running around the planet with hypertension, all types of pills for it. Let's not let it get to that state. So simply being able to recognize in these moments of frustration and just this very act, this physical act of going, you start to bring your heart rate down, bring your breathing rate down, like vasodilate your vessels. In other words, bring that blood pressure down. From there, now you open yourself up to opportunity. So then the next piece is simply saying, well, how do I really want to feel? If I really want to feel awesome, then what would be something I can create right now in this moment that would be awesome? So I'm doing this spirograph and I'm like, you know what? I can't get the teeth to line up, but the very act of rolling my pen along is really kind of fun. Like, this is cool. Like, wow, in this moment, I'm actually having like a really cool time. And so you start to shift into this place of like, wow, like what is possible? What can I create? And guess what? You go from secreting all types of stress hormones and adrenaline to serotonin and a little bit of dopamine and just those feel-good hormones like oxytocin, which start to heal and mend the body and also make you feel good, which is the whole point. Now multiply that minute by minute, day by day, and eventually you're just living into a life where you're in a growth mindset and you have really healthy blood pressure. Boom. Frustration to curiosity. Where do you want to play? It's up to you. Hope this was helpful. And if you know anybody, listen, that's out there, like that, you know, they're on the beta blockers and they're already at that point, they have hypertension. This is still helpful. So please share it out to them. But if you're young and, you know, you feel like you're frustrated a lot, you're angry a lot, and you feel like, and again, as leaders, I know we get into this place, even if we have that growth mindset, we still get into that place of frustration. And unfortunately, our blood pressure does go up. So we want to be able to mitigate that on an acute basis, and you can avoid getting on those meds. So please share this with anybody who you feel like is on that brink, because I want nothing more than to just help us all be healthier. And from that place, it's like, oh my gosh, the human potential we can live into is freaking epic. Happy Sunday. Boom. Peace out.